Hello, Ronit Roy, sir. Hi, Divya, ma'am. A huge round of welcome to Bollywood Live. It's going to be a pleasure talking about your upcoming web series, season 2 for you, sir. Hostages. Divya, ma'am, you're entering the show. And we would love to talk about the show, your characters, and obviously the amazing journey you all have had so far. Said senior professional actors. So it's an honor speaking to you. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Ronit, first, before diving into hostages, I must ask this. I was doing a little bit of research, and I'm not sure I'm right, but both of you all, have you all worked acted together before? Because I don't think so. I saw a film or anything of yours together ever.
This is the first time we are working together. I have been wanting to work with Divya for a very, very long time. And I consider myself fortunate to have got this opportunity. And of course, I look forward to doing, bigger and longer work with
Yeah, ma'am, even it has taken so long. I mean, y'all are here for what I think so now almost 3 decades. It has taken so long. No project has ever come your way. You all had an opportunity to work together.
I'm kind of actually very surprised. I think our path should have crossed way far earlier. But देर आए दुरुस्त आए और I think universe का जो conspire करता है उसका अपना एक होता है timing और ये बेहतरीन timing है hostages पर शुरुआत करने का. But as Ronit rightly said कि longer time together, screen time, because इसमें वो उस तरफ है मैं इस तरफ हूँ. जहाँ हम एक साथ screen space और ज़्यादा share कर सकें, that would be really nice.
Yeah, like you all have said, this is a brilliant season 1. Obviously, was very successful. Ended on a great note. If you remember, sir, we had I had spoken to you on the phone about season 1, and there was this. We had even spoken about how it has been adapted. There was first an American version, I think, an Israeli version, but now we have seen that. So, how does season 2 progress? Because they had one season over there, and then the show ended. So how does season 2 progress over here? What are the new trajectories it goes into?
I think you're confusing two things. I think you are confusing criminal justice with hostages. So criminal justice had, I think, 2 seasons and only one season on NBC in the US. But hostages has had no English version. It just has a Israeli.
Tony Collette on NBC. There was one with the American actress Tony Collette. I had seen it.
Yeah, wasn't that? Oh yeah. Was that criminal justice or hostages?
No, criminal justice is different. I had seen that one. This was with Tony Collette. It's the same thing where she's a doctor, family's taken hostage, and there's the president.
Right. Yeah, okay. Right, yes, you're right. It's my bad. But the Israelis did 2 seasons.
Okay.
And the second season, Indian version is exactly like the second season Israeli version. However, we adapt to kind of to our country, but otherwise the storyline pretty much remains.
Ma'am, your character, you are a new entrant in the show. What is your character bringing to the show, and what are the conflicts with the other characters that we would get to see?
Aisha Khan is a negotiator who's been brought in to be, the mediator between Prithvi Singh and the cops. And so it's of course very layered because you do see lots of sides. Her interaction with Prithvi Singh, her interaction with the cops she's working with, a lone journey around, because nobody's right in favor of the negotiation as such. And kind of being a bridge between the two and trying her best to get her way and getting what she wants done in her own way, standing her own amongst all the men around. So it's a beautiful character, I would say. And the fun is that it's layered. And you do see, of course, shades of strength, intelligence, sensitivity, because you're gauging with every sound, with every silence, what the other person is trying to say, what is going to be the probable next step. But that apart, she has her own personal side, which is her own personal journey. So it's kind of intermingled very beautifully, and I really had a blast playing Aisha Khan.
Since you're a negotiator, do you all have any scenes together? Because obviously, as your fans, you would love to see two powerhouse performers, burning up the screen. You all have those kind of scenes together?
Yeah,
We do
of
have a
course
face.
we do. Huh, Divya, go ahead.
No, please. I was just butting in. Gee.
We do have uh, those scenes together. Apart from those scenes, Divya is quite instrumental, and I think the only one. Uh, there are some people who know what the facts are, and the rest are trying to find out. And I think Divya's character is the only character who figures out, uh, who has a kind of a hunch that something is not right here, something is not what it seems, and she eventually figures out. I'll refrain from saying how. She eventually figures out that what the game is. So she takes the story to that point.
So, ma'am, could we safely say that you are the catalyst that is going to, everything together and bring about a big twist or something?
Let's watch the series, which comes in by midnight today. So, and it's going to open all the layers right there. So, yes, she's a bridge, of course, and she will lead to, what I think it's too interesting to even just talk about it right now.
I'm sure you all,
Because even as an audience,
True.
I'm like, sorry?
I'm sure you all don't want to give away spoilers.
Yeah.
We are giving away spoilers from season 1,
Today, exactly.
not from season 2.
So, before Hostages, do you already have a very successful show on the web, Kehne Ko Hum Safar Hai? I think 3 seasons are done. Divya ma'am, for you, it is a little bit new for it. We saw you in Special Ops, but I don't, by the way, I loved you. Again, you were kind of a catalyst over there in Special Ops. Things became, at the moment, your decisions changed everything in the end. So I think
I like to be the turning point. It's nice. It's good fun.
but it has taken you some time to foray into the space. If I'm not mistaken, before Special Ops, there wasn't the web series, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It was my first web series, and both of them have been with Disney Plus Hotstar. So, yeah, it feels good. I think I was waiting for somebody I would be very comfortable working with, because it was a first kind of something I would really put my feet in for the first time. And Neeraj Pandey was like somebody I totally trusted. And then, of course, Hostages. So I enjoyed both of them, and the audience has been starkly different and more. And I just love the approach this OTT has, and I think this is a very diplomatic platform, in fact. So it's really cool that you're putting everyone on the same platform and leaving it for the audience to judge them for what it is.
From both of you, I would like to know, does this platform completely eradicate the star system? Does this platform completely make it a level field as opposed to what we see in cinema halls?
Would you like to go first, Divya? बड़ा
Well,
टेक्निकल
I
सवाल
think,
पूछा है.
well, I think, when you have a huge release coming up, the entire theater is booked with all the shows for that particular film. And if a good film comes, like I had one last week, which was Ram Singh Charlie,
Yeah.
again on an OTT. So, so had a film like that come, probably we would have gotten limited shows, however good a film that is. But here on the OTT, you've been put alongside other big films, alongside other big shows, and it's left on the audience to receive it the way they want to receive it and perceive it and spread the word. And the kind of word that's spreading, I think it's amazing. So, so yes, it is kind of diminishing that thing of having a certain star face value. They are wanting to see actors, they are wanting to see quality work, they are wanting to see something they can relate to and take back home and say, hey, this is really nice. The stories are becoming more authentic, the characters are becoming more authentic, and people are liking that. So I think, yes, it's bringing in a different change. And at least on the OTT, this is kind of diminishing. I wouldn't say that for theaters for sure.
Ronit, sir, before you take the question, also, if I may add another angle to it, You had told me last time that at TV you owed much of your career to TV. It is always be your first love. Do you think so? OTT is doing that and expanding your audience too?
Okay, so I agree with Divya. However, I'd like to elaborate a little bit. Let's start with the definition of star. There are two kinds of stars. Uh, what the first kind of star is, uh, you know, it's inexplicable, uh, based on mass hysteria. Uh, just people just love the actor,
Hmm.
and the actor is a superstar, and they uh, they will watch the actor.
Yeah.
There is another kind of star. Uh, the other kind of star is somebody who has grown into star status
Hmm.
with the body of work, body of good work. The first type of star is purely commercial. It's the stardom is based on commercial success. The second kind of stardom is based on that painstaking process of delivering good work, where the audience likes to see that actor slash star.
Yeah.
Uh, they like to watch that person performing various roles. I'm not saying that they would not like to watch another actor performing the same role,
Yeah.
but having that face to that character does make a difference. So that's a small point that I will disagree with Divya on. That there is no dearth of talent
Hmm.
in our country. And yes, I agree with Divya that the line is fading. But even if it fades completely, there will be an invisible line always uh, between,
I agree.
you know. So there will be those spaces uh, which will be based on talent, but yet be very popular. They
Hmm.
attract that popularity, and their fan bases keep growing, not on numbers, but on the kind of work they do.
Okay.
True.
That is what we call genuine appreciation and love from cinema goers or from viewers in general. So, however, the rest I agree with Divya that OTT, there were a lot of talented, not just actors but directors, uh, the screenwriters, musicians who did not want to do television purely because of the nature of the beast. You see,
Yeah.
uh, the daily soap, so to say,
Yes.
can be very taxing and can cause a lot of exhaustion to your
Hmm.
talent.
Hmm.
Uh, and they were very talented, but they did not have enough work in cinema. OTT has bridged that gap.
Yeah.
OTT has taken that talent
Totally.
and created that housing for them. So,
That's
and
what I
they
mean.
are very happy.
That's yeah.
Ji.
That's what I
So
mean.
they've created that housing where all these talented people, uh, who have worked, who have got work written or music composed for all those years that they did not, that that they chose not to sell their talent to television and did not get an opportunity to sell it to cinema, have now got OTT. So it's a wonderful thing to happen to all that talent. And also, I agree with Divya that there are a few shows uh, which do not have such recognizable faces. But like we know, everybody starts somewhere. So OTT is the platform uh, which has given them the the starting line. And I'm sure in times to come, these faces that have emerged on OTT
Yeah.
will eventually
Of course.
become
Good.
the OTT stars
Yeah.
and then move on to cinema and so on and so
Uh,
Well articulated.
Regarding the hostages too, again, was it always the plan after season one ended for the season two to be there, or while you all were making season one, or did it manifest and you all came upon you all decided to go ahead after you all saw the appreciation and the response?
I don't know for sure, because this is a question uh, best answered by applause and Hotstar. As far as my knowledge serves me, the rights to both the seasons were bought from the formats for both the seasons were bought at the same time. However, this is it's a great thing that season one has worked, and wink, wink. I hope season two also works, and I hope at around the same time you and me are talking again
Yeah,
next year.
yeah, I would love that. What about you, Divya, ma'am? Any inclination? I mean, Ronit sir, but he just gave a wink. You can give more than a wink about season three of Hostages.
I would love it. I mean, as I just said, I want some really magical scenes with Ronit, and I would really love the season 3 to happen and see all that happening and more, because every track that you have in season 2, which is a few tracks which are very important, you want to see more of them. Because there's so many layers, they are so interesting for the audience that you don't get enough of them. So there's such a high possibility of wanting season 3, and I'm sure, like Ronit said, मैंने पहले कहा था season 1 hit hai. I would want him to say that for season 2 as well. So
नहीं 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 season 2 hit नहीं है, season 2 super hit.
yes.
And what I'd like to say is that nobody retires a winning racehorse, right?
Yeah.
So I think somehow the ball settles with the audience now. We've done our part. At midnight today, we are on, and if the audience wants a 3 and a 4 or a 5, we'll be more than.
Yeah, before I wind up, this is a very important question to both of us, because it's not every day that you get to interview Ronit Roy and Divya Datta ji together. And so y'all are two people who have made it all on your own, and y'all have built a sterling repertoire of work. People who are really connoisseurs of cinema, they would always love to see your work, because they know they're going to get something good. Like you said, we have a trust with you all. There was a time where I was always, while growing, I was like, when I'm going to see Divya Datta in the lead role, and you yourself have said, last moment you used to get calls and you have been dropped out of the movie. Same thing happened with you, sir, which is why you came to TV and you got so much better work. So that phase, is that age still existing in the industry with newer people? And B, how tough it was to deal with that phase? How many times you all felt that the industry not doing you all justice?
I don't know whether it is still happening in the industry or not, but it has happened to me recently in the past 2 years, about 2-3 times. And but I feel whatever happens, and I am a totally strong believer in this, that whatever happens to me happens for the best. There was a very big show that I was doing, and I shot the pilot, and then uh, they casted another actor, and I was not even told, and I found out from
So this
somewhere else.
happens in OTT too.
This has happened on OTT. I'm talking about. So anyway, whatever didn't work out, and they casted another actor. You know, so I don't know whether it's happening to everybody or not. It's happened to me. To coming to the second part of your question, uh, I don't really care, because uh, I know inside, I know my journey, and I know for a fact that not everything in life works out. So I don't take it very seriously. I mean, you can't be a winner all the time, and you can't be a loser all the time. And to
Nice.
top it all, I believe that whatever happens for the best for you. So if something has not worked out, Providence is telling me that that was not for me. Providence is pointing me to what is mine.
Yeah.
So the good karma lies in accepting what is yours and not taking away from somebody else. तो जब जब जो जो होना है तब तब सो होता है. अगर वो नहीं हुआ है तो वो मेरे भाग्य में था ही. तो why you know lose sleep over something that was not meant to? It's the simpler way of life, and I kind of like thinking and living that way.
Ma'am, how about you? Because you have on record said that this has happened to you many times, and you used to go take comfort from your mother also when it used to happen.
First of all, I would want to say every time I talk to Ronit, there's always a gem I take back. And today he said that again. See, it happens to everyone at some point in time. As he beautifully said, you don't lose all the time and you don't win all the time. When you come here, you come with certain perceptions of being a certain way. When I came in, I got lots of multi-starters, and I was tagged as this little girl who looked like Manisha Koirala. So everyone was like wanting to give me those 2 romantic songs and a few romantic scenes, and that's it. And I thought I wanted to do something else and wanted to do more. And I stopped signing films, and my mother said, "What are you waiting for? I'm not producing a film for you." So I'm not a producer here. So I said, "I'm waiting for a good break." So she said, "Who's going to give it to you? Do they know that you're good with what you think you're good with?" So I said, "No." She says, "Then how are you going to prove that?" She said, "Then take those roles which you think are good enough, which the kind of roles you want to do, and add that X factor to it, because there's nobody coming here to help you." And that's how I think I started that journey of taking those very unconventional roles, like Kabir Zara, like Dilli Che. They happened to me, and I was a greedy actor. I wanted to, just make my presence felt, and not like to be like told that, "Hey, this is not for you." So एक जिद आ जाती है एक एक्टर में कि क्यों नहीं भाई, मैं क्यों नहीं. तो वो एक जिद कहीं ना कहीं बहुत अच्छी होती है, और आपको और मेहनत करने पे मजबूर करती है, और अपने आप प्रूव करने पे मजबूर करती है. So I think that kind of happened for me. And I'm glad. I think, like he said, it's like Providence leading to something else. I'm really glad I have a very unconventional career of being here about 24, 25 years. Now is the time I'm getting roles written for me. So अच्छा लगता है. It feels very gratifying. It feels beautiful. It feels मेहनत थी और अलग थी. और so I mean, that's how it is. हर चीज जो नहीं होती उसका कुछ reason होता है. So you have to just make the best use of what you have.
Ma'am, if you could permit me to be a little bold, when growing up, I used to say Agni Sakshi because of you.
Because of me or because of Manisha?
No, I had a crush on you. That is why I used to say Agni Sakshi again and again. That's why I understood what cinema is about. Okay, but it was such a pleasure talking to you all both. Ronit sir, I see the well-known Udan is of major impact on you also. And such a pleasure always talking to you also, Divya ma'am. And like Ronit sir said, Hostages School is going to be a super hit, but I'm sure it's going to be better. It's going to be a blockbuster. So
thank you so much. Thank you. Always nice talking to you.
Yes. And looking forward to having this conversation again for season 3 and all your works.
Next year, for sure.
For sure. Bye bye.
See you. Thank you so much.